Today in History. Okay, before we find out what happened on this day in history, here's the quiz question for you.
Okay, the official language of Hong Kong is number 1, Mandarin, or number 2, Cantonese. A language question
It's a
today.
tricky question.
It is actually. It's very tricky. Once again, the official language of Hong Kong is number 1, Mandarin, or number 2, Cantonese. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bundy board or use your cell phone to text in pounder sharp 1045 for 51, and you could win a wireless mouse.
Okay, now let's go and check out what interesting happened on this day in the past.
Today in history. In 1954, the TV series Lassie made its debut, and in 1956, Leslie Cheung was born.
자, 1954년 9월 12일 Lassie, 이 TV 시리즈 혹시 기억하시는 분들 많이 계실까 싶은데요. 이 TV 시리즈가 처음으로 방영된 날이고요. 1956년 9월 12일은 레슬리 청, 즉 장국영 씨가 태어난 날입니다.
But we begin today's journey to the past with the TV debut of a renowned and popular series in history, one in reference to a very popular dog.
Right. And you never saw an episode of Lassie.
I'm very familiar with the dog. I think Lassie was a border collie,
Right.
if I'm correct. But I've never seen an episode of the show.
네.
Never.
그래서 그 border collie is that the breed?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very, very smart, right? Yeah.
그렇죠. Lassie 이렇게 시작했거나 뭐 그렇게 기억했는데.
Yeah.
And that series was none other than Lassie. Of course, we're talking about it. Aired for the first time on this day in 1956.
It ran about 2 decades in total until 1973. During its 19 seasons, the show was often among the top 25 shows on TV.
And what's more, Lassie had a tremendous impact in the entertainment industry, with the character being one of the only 3 canines ever to receive a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame.
That's pretty interesting. I wonder with that if they used one dog or if they used 3 or 4 dogs.
Probably more than
Probably
one dog.
more than one, right, for the filming of the show. They often do that when they use animals in programs.
Okay, to be exact, 6 dogs.
6 dogs
6
in
dogs,
total.
according to Paul.
Should have had 6 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? It's hardly
맞아요.
fair. Doesn't seem right.
네. Oh my goodness.
Okay, now we go from the small screen to the big one, where one of the most beloved and influential stars of Asia was born.
He was the one and only Chang Kwirung, also known as Leslie Cheung in English, born on this day in 1956. And he was considered as one of the founders of the Cantopop, or Cantonese popular music phenomenon.
Interesting. Cheung was a renowned singer-songwriter, record producer, screenwriter, and his songs dominated charts and were even voted as Song of the Century. Well, among them, A Thousand Dreams of You still echoes in millions of fans.
Oh, it's time to dream 1,000 dreams of you. It's been so grand. Together, yes, together. You thrilled me from the start. You brought the spring again.
Well, moreover, Cheung was ranked as the favorite actor in the 100 years of Chinese cinema history.
Wow.
As well as the most beautiful men from Hong Kong cinema by CNN.
Very nice indeed. Well, even his fans made history last year when they made 2 million paper cranes. And they did that to commemorate his memory, setting a Guinness World Record.
He's not with us anymore, unfortunately. When the sad and the tragic news came out, it was actually the April Fool's Day.
Oh,
So it was very hard to believe.
Oh, I see.
Right. Okay, before we wrap up, let's check out today's quiz question.
The question was the official language of Hong Kong is, and the answer is number 2, Cantonese. Okay, that's going to do it for Today in History. And when we get started with our next segment, we say hi to Steve Miller.